Bye. Hi. From day 30, which seems so crazy to say. I wanted to be done with this trail in 29 days was my original goal. But I'm a slow hiker and I haven't gotten much faster, honestly. And I like taking zeros. Last you saw me, I was getting off trail because I was sick and honestly my body was shutting down. And it's about 6 days since being back on trail, or since leaving trail. And I'm feeling a lot better. So not 100%, but a lot better than last you saw me. And it's about probably a little after 9, like 9:30 a.m. or so. Nope, just kidding. It's 10:15. Dang. And I am on the red line, just past where I got off trail. And I'm headed towards Cuba now. So my stretch goal mileage today is 18. But since I'm starting so late, we'll just go with whatever we got. Got plenty of water. Next water cache. Actually, no, I think it's a spring. Next water source is 15 miles. Not bad. And surprise, surprise, we're road walking. Yeah. So luckily, it was easy to get back up to where I left off because it's all forest road, but honestly not happy to be back on a forest road. Yeah, and my knees are taped up. Bought some KT tape while I was off because I've been having some knee trouble. I switched my shoe inserts to see if that helps. I tried to rest for real this time when I was off trail. So I'm hoping all those things help. And like I said before, I'm just ready to be done with this trail, honestly. Still loving it, but like it's been dragging on since being off trail for so long. So just want to power through, get to the border, finish up. Still just walking on this dirt road. I feel lucky that I have a car and a partner willing to get all the way back up to where I left off and start the trail there again. So I didn't have to do any doubling back or anything this time around. Yeah. Probably my last glimpse of Mount Taylor for a while. I can't believe we came from the other side of the mountain. Wild. And we're going that way somewhere. Forgot to record lunch because I was hungry and just getting into it, but I had a tortilla with honey. I don't have any peanut butter or jelly, so I've been downgraded to just honey, but it was delicious. Santa Fe Tortilla Company, best tortillas if you can find them. And then what I usually do at lunch is I have my food bag out, eat my lunch out of there. If I'm taking a long lunch break, let's say that, because sometimes I don't take a lunch break at all. I'm just snacking out of my hip belt pocket. But if I am taking a lunch break like I am today, fish out my food bag, eat my lunch, and then I get my dinner out too in my Talenti jar and put this in the mesh accessible part of my backpack, not actually in the backpack again. So then when I get to my water, I'll fill this up with filtered water and then cold soak for the rest of the evening. until I am at camp for dinner time. So yeah, just minimizing the amount of times I have to go into the main compartment of my backpack and fish things out. Yeah, other than that, it's been kind of just a boring road walk. It is really beautiful. It's very cruisy. Have tripped a few times on like big rocks because it is a very like pockmarked dirt road. So just paying attention to my feet. And it's just the perfect weather. It's overcast and I don't know, maybe like high 60s right now. It's just like you could not beat this weather for hiking. It's a little breezy, but not bad. And I've seen 4 other hikers so far today, which is a record for me. There was one as I was being dropped off, a through hiker, and then I saw another older woman walking southbound, so that's interesting. And then an older couple just passed me walking northbound. They're hustling, they're going real fast. Yeah, so I've seen quite a few other hikers, but no one's been particularly chatty. It's interesting. When I started the trail, I started it very early in the season. I was one of the first. I was number 13. My little tag was number 13. So number 13 officially on the trail. And everybody wanted to talk to each other because you just didn't see other hikers every day. And so if you saw someone, you definitely stopped and talked for at least a couple minutes and got everybody's names. And now I talked to the first hiker I saw today, and he was fine. He was nice. But then the last couple, it's just a couple hikers have been just like, hi, how you doing? Good, how are you? Like a day hike, you just say hi and keep on moving. But it's just little funny things I'm noticing being back on trail after a while and trying to get used to trail life again, I guess. But yeah, so far it's been a really great day. I'm very happy to be back. Still feeling my body hurting quite a bit, but nothing like before, so staying positive for now. Prairie dog. Taking another break to take a look at this canyon. It's very windy. There's supposedly water down here, but I'm not gonna get it. Oh yeah, mud water. Oh, I think there's more clear water further down the canyon, but that looks to be the main source. Pretty muddy. But I thought this would be a nice place to take a break. And I'm right, it's quite beautiful. Alright, I'm done with my little break. Probably sat there for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes? Less than 10 minutes. More than 5 minutes. And now I'm gonna fill my front water bottle up over there at my pack and try to go 7 more miles, which will make about 18-mile day. A little less than 18 miles, I think. It's great. I not met, but I said hi to 2 other new hikers. There's just like so many freaking hikers here. They had accents, which was really fun. So still walking. But look how green it is in this area. Doesn't it look like I'd find a korok on top of that tree? It's so weird. It's so green here compared to everywhere else where it's all brown and pine needles. And then the tree is like almost symmetrical with some weird arms. I swear, there's a korok up there. I'm just too lazy to go get it. How exciting. I'm leaving this road that I've been on all day and going on another road. This one is definitely less used by cars, at least. There's nothing I love more than an old beat up sign. Ooh, 2 CDT markers, love it. And it says Los Indios Springs, Spring, 1.5 miles. I think that's the water I'm going to, but my map says 0.8 miles, so I'm hoping that it's either a different spring or that sign is wrong, because I don't want to walk another 1.5 miles. I have 0.8 in my brain, and I don't need any more than that for today. So I think the trail goes that way, and I believe the water is this way. I'm gonna camp somewhere in here. Nope, I was definitely wrong. This is not the way to the water. It must be past the fence. This is just a loop and another fence. So, just a teeny bit further. Very cool. All right, let's try this again. I'm assuming that's the trail, that way through that gate. And then this is the way to water. Oh, look. A blue blaze. I haven't seen one of those on the CDT. So, just at the trail, there is water cache, but it's unmaintained. Hikers have been just getting water down at the spring and filling these up full of unfiltered water, just in case someone doesn't want to hike down there. I'm not going to take that. I'm just going to go fill what I need at the spring and not mess with any of that. There's plenty there, so I'm also not going to be too charitable and fill it. I'm too tired. And then, yeah, I'm going to find a camp spot in here real quick and set up my tent before heading down. This is a great little sheltered area. Maybe over here, there's a nice log fire pit. All right, let me check this out. Okay, I finished setting up my tent over here on this nice little flat spot. And now I'm going to walk this side trail down to the spring to fill up about 2.5 liters of water. And then I have about 1.5 liters already in my tent. So that should be enough to get me through tonight and then tomorrow as well until my next water source. And I left my backpack in the tent, which feels really nice not to carry that. But one thing I don't usually leave my backpack alone when I'm backpacking. Like, it almost always stays with me. But there are sometimes when looking for the trail. Hold on. Okay, I was saying that there's some instances where I don't want to carry my backpack for a little bit. Like, if I'm going off trail to go to the bathroom, I usually will take my backpack, but I might not. Or if, like, for like right now, example, there's a water source, but it's like over 1/2 mile off trail and from where I want to camp, and I just want to leave my backpack up at my tent. I will always, always, always take my phone, obviously, because that has my map, but then also my Garmin, just in case something happens to me, I fall and get hurt and I don't have any of my stuff. At least I have my Garmin. So, okay, maybe I should have taken water from that cache because I've already gone up and down and I think the water's all the way down there. So, ooh, I'm getting in a little extra hike. I kind of wish I brought my headlamp because it's getting dark now. But look how beautiful. Stunning sunset. And all the vultures? I don't know. The one in the tree looks like a vulture. Don't circle me, I'm not dead yet. All right, we made it. Now I know why people have water up there, because that was quite a trek down. Quite a trek. All right, I filled up. Luckily there's a pipe running, so I didn't have to get the water in the tank. I could get it straight from the pipe, but this water is really clear and very cold. But I need to get going because it's getting dark. I also heard an animal. Let's see if it's trapped in that other empty tank. I hope not, because I don't want to help an animal. I hope it's just like a chipmunk somewhere, but yeah. There was no water, or there was no animal in that other tank, so he's just somewhere. And I added another rock to the inside in case he needs to climb out. But now I need to climb out of this canyon and get back to my tent and my stuff and my dinner. That's why that sign said 1.5 miles and I thought it was 0.8 or whatever I thought. It's because this side trail is way longer than I thought it was. And now I have to climb back up and I'm so tired. Oh, what an adventure. All right, I think that's gonna be it for today, day 30. By the time I get back to my tent, it's gonna be too dark to record. And yeah, it's been a pretty good day. We'll see how I feel in the morning, health and body-wise. But for now, before I climb out of this canyon, I'm feeling okay. So see you tomorrow for day 31.